There's Principia. The time has come, Miro. Prin is ready to administer the final trial. Yes, your third challenge is at hand, mistress. I shall be glad to at last share the wisdom that has long lain dormant within my pages. Thus far we've had evaluations of raw power and refinement of skill. What then will this third challenge seek to test? That, I cannot tell you. Cannot, or will not. I do not keep the details from you for the sake of my own amusement. It must be secret. Were you aware of the test's purpose, such knowledge would unfairly affect its outcome. What I will tell you, however, is that the trial requires conditions that are akin to an actual battlefield. As such, I must ask that you call fellow summoners to your side, and arrange a location where you might join hands against a most realistic primal threat. Well, this ought to be welcome news for Captain Wolf. I shall see if his acolytes are available. Greetings, this is Yamitra. Yamitra, of the Sons of St. Coinage? I have a favor to ask. That book is having a good time. I mean, it's awake after thousands of years, so I guess so. Well, Captain Wolf was more than eager to accept our request. He even offered to arrange exclusive use of a section of Seal Rock. It seems there will be an airship awaiting in Ul'dah to fly us to the island. Shall we rendezvous at the landing once you are prepared then? This will be the final and most grueling challenge. Pray, ready yourself, mistress, that you are not reduced to so much girl. Alright, so I never hit record on that, which is unfortunate, so we're just gonna rip it out of Twitch after. Not the problem, we have backups for our backups. Alright. Anyway, Jeremy, how you doing? Welcome. Congrats on making further steps to buying yourself a home. By the way, you said you were going to go look at another place. Was the other place better than the first place you went to go look at, or about the same? Or worse? But if they have a BRB screen, then I'd be concerned, considering I haven't put the BRB screen up yet. I don't know about you, Miro, but my nerves are beginning to get the best of me. Captain Wolf and the others have already landed on Steel Rock, so let us not delay the challenge any further. Who could that be? Oh, Summer Jashasamu. How many? Pardon? By whom? Lieutenant, can you hear me? Blast! The call was cut off. Miro, our immortal colleagues are under attack. The situation sounds dire indeed. All the summoners are crippled by injuries, and Captain Wolf alone fights to keep the foe at bay. Our planned battle has become rather more real than we anticipated. We best explain the matter to the pilot and arrange a rescue party. Ambush, you say? Understood. I'll put in a call for reinforcements, but my ship is ready to depart now if you are. We shall go on ahead. Ambush, you say? Understood. Fucks off. No, this place. I've located a survivor. Let us ensure his continued survival. I'll live, I think. The others, we became separated. His wounds are not serious. Come, Miro, we mustn't tarry. Oh shit, look at these. Sephiroth Binas. Are these edgy? I've never seen their like. I didn't hit more than one. Astral Impulse. So, we haven't actually fought Sephiroth in game right yet, but he is somebody that we can fight eventually. Oh shit. We got an actual Sephiroth Edgy here fucking on me now. Boy, there's only one left there, so. Not bad. We'll just kill this one. Was there tail edgy out of edgy, so that would be good. Another survivor located. The wounds appear grievous. General Grievous? We must treat these at once. Prin, can you apply pressure? We were completely overmatched. The captain, he drew them away. We shall tend to the injured. Go with haste, mistress. Yeah, go with haste and fight these fucking Beanans. That was fast. They got wrecked. There he is. The hero of the hour. Bob Dole. Ah, the potential has arrived. Shall we test the limits of your powers? Rune. So this is what the art has become. More. Show me more. Familiar with Bahamut's power, are you? You must have another taste. I'd rather not, but if you insist, I'll stand in that. Elegant bio. What's that noise? Hello there. You exceed my expectations. Shall we try something new? Can we not try demi-worms? Wyverns? Like, what the fuck? It sounds like demi-wyverns. Oh, it's daytime now. Suddenly sunlight. Consummate skill, expansive ethereal might. You truly are a fascinating specimen. The fuck? Oh, you summoned Twintania. Lovely. Of course, Twintania dive bombs. Artificial trance. Oh, he's in Dreadworm trance now. My energy's wane. This location was not ideal. Well, you're the bitch who decided to attack here. I didn't mean to do that. We can't avoid these flares, but they seem the weakest at the center of the blast. That's the opposite of how flares usually work. Anomalous potential confirmed. Commencing scan. Mira. Latent ethereal capacity, immeasurable. Standard parameters exceeded. Reinitializing system. What? He wants to go another round? Mr. Sorry? How have you come to be here? Master, surely you do not mean that sorry. Ah, Principia. They have woken you. This should suffice. What did you do to Prin? The construct is unharmed. I simply added another layer of security. Do not disappoint me, Summoner. I will be waiting. He didn't do that, Jeremy. Only PMet has that ability. Odd. The way he vanished was almost as if... Owl's teeth. What was that all about? Bah, we'll discuss this back in Ul'dah after we've seen to the wounded. I felt Thal's hand on my shoulder for a moment there, but Miss Yamitra's magic brushed it away. Thank you for coming to our rescue. That bloke called up an army all by himself, and I'm pretty sure some of them weren't edgy. I didn't know what that kind of thing was even possible. That was like a nightmare. What manner of summoner can do so many, command so many edgy at once? Summoner Denise was gravely wounded. Had we arrived, but a step or two later. You arrived in the nick of time, Miro. Thanks to you, my soldiers survived that ambush, and they'll be fit for duty again after a bit of rest. You have our gratitude. If you hadn't plunged into the fray like that, we almost certainly would have perished. You said the bastard was Master Sorry, didn't you? A summoner of ancient Alec? Did then mages have some way of coming back to life? Alright, Lieutenant, let's not jump to conclusions. Well, he was wielding summon magics, unlike aught we've ever seen before. Maybe Prin has some idea. I'll be sure to ask. Come, Meryl, let us return to Gridania. Why do I have to return to Gridania? To ask Prin. In fact, why couldn't we just done this on the airship airship landing in Gridania? Anyway. I'm glad you like that hate, Jeremy. Books can only answer questions in Gridania. I figured it'd be Charlian. I mean, that seems like it'd be the place that makes the most sense. Well, what was meant to be Miro's final trial was certainly testing, to say the least. Tell me, Prin, what makes you so sure that that was Master Sorry? Based upon the evidence at hand, there can be no doubt. The vocal and ethereal signatures were identical to those exhibited by my creator. The only aspect that gave me pause was his behavior. Master Sorry was never one to offer harm to others with such callous indifference. I would say there's a larger inconsistency to consider here, Prin. Your creator supposedly died several thousand years ago. There is one other possibility. The greatest minds of Alec unlocked a science known as cloning, by which they could artificially create a replicant of a living being. Seal Rock is, after all, a construct of the Allegan Empire. Assuming the individual you battled was indeed a clone of Master Sorry, then my senses would recognize no appreciable difference. An exact copy of the original person. Would explain much, but the very thought of it is horrifying. Oh, and did he not tamper with your enchantments? Are you truly unharmed? My faculties are undimmed, but the wisdom I was to impart to Mistress has been sealed behind an arcane lock. I can do nothing. Only my creator holds the key. Then your secrets are lost to us. If only Miro had been able to attempt that third challenge. Attempt? Mistress has already passed it. Allow me to explain. The third challenge is a test of the summoner's nature. Thus does the trial require the presence of companions and a realistic threat. Master Sari Ambush did, of course, bring an unexpected dimension to the proceedings. Yes, Mistress leapt to the aid of fellow summoners without hesitation and braved considerable danger to see that they were safely rescued. Selfless acts that are more than qualify the Mistress as a worthy successor. I had wondered why power and skill were not sufficient. Sari wished to see his teaching passed on to summoners of noble heart. Correct. He could not countenance the idea that such knowledge might be put to evil ends. Now you understand why his displays of violence so confused me. Aye, and all the more reason to suspect an impostor. But whatever this man's identity may be, we will track him down and make him remove your seal. Your purpose is too important. And I will assist you in any way I can. Master Sari, the Master Sari that made me, would not stand to see his memory profaned with such wickedness. Well said, Prin. For an enchanted sack of ink and parchment, you have an impressive developed moral compass. I possess neither morals nor a compass. I merely follow my spelled directions to guide worthy summoners. If I give the impressions of such characteristics, then mayhap I am overstepping my bounds as a familiar? No, you're fine, Prin. Forget I mentioned it. I will see if I can unearth more detailed records of Master Sari. Mayhap the story of the latter will aid us in unraveling this present mystery. Alright. So of the three